ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Get it.
Get it, girl.
I'm hyper all of a sudden. Damn, naps are good for you.
Naps are super good for you. I'm really fucking jealous. Gross.
Yep, that's a good point. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Ignore the Backlog. My name is TheRealPortz, and my co-host, the other person here, the other person in the chair, physically with me, but I'd like to think that we're spiritually linked. EvilSpaceBunny, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Have you listened to Jesus is King yet?
No, I have not. Would you like to enlighten me?
Are you not a believer? Do you not believe in the music of Kanye West regardless of genre?
I'll probably...
You're making Kanye West-esque noises. I'm going to take that as yes. And you just haven't gotten around to it and you're busy, and I get it. And it's a very good album, despite its very strange new direction.
Okay, I'll have to check it out for sure then.
It's a gospel album, if you didn't know.
No, I did know, which is why I've been, avoiding it, so...
Oh, Bunny, how the fuck was your week? How you doing?
My week was really, really good. I did a whole lot of nothing except for work and play video games. How about yours?
That's like the dream. That's why we're on this earth. Half those things.
Half.
The other way is to continue doing the other thing, right?
Yeah.
We work so that we can play video games.
Yeah.
So that we can afford to buy them and put them on our plates.
And then look at them because we never get to play them.
Yeah, I'm still saving up for a way to play them. But someday I should stop buying video games and save that money.
Well, you're the one who's still under 500 video games, mister.
Whoa, attacked right out the gate. You know what? I don't even want games in this Halloween sale that's happening right now. But I think I'm going to have to buy 20 or 30 games just to nip this in the bud, you know?
What about Banish? Did you not pick up
It's not
Banish
a bud
yet?
anymore either. It's like a rose bush that's eating my ass.
Ew, gross!
Yeah.
Why would you do
See
that
how that
to
feels?
roses? Why would you do that?
That's what you bringing this up every week is like a rosebud or a rose bush eating my ass.
It's like you're reminding me that I'm fucking old.
Oh, well.
Was that too real?
But you have
I'm
that
sorry.
coming.
Oh,
You have that
fuck
coming.
you.
Because you lorded over me. If you didn't weaponize it, then I wouldn't have to fight back.
I'm sorry. Okay.
This is the episode it all falls apart on.
Yeah, this is where we fucking violently attack each other with words.
Yep. I never liked you. You suck at everything.
You're a big doo-doo head. I hate you.
Whoa. Let's not go throwing the double D word around.
I'm sorry if I offended anyone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you couldn't find anything on the Steam sale. I'll go through it again.
I didn't look that hard. But I'm not like a scary game guy. And last year, they did not keep rigidly to define their horror games.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like this year they are. Everything is definitely, it's maybe I just needed to dig deeper, because everything they're populating at the top is obviously the most popular shit. And the most popular shit is scary shit, because that's what people want to play right now.
Yeah. I bought...
But I'm looking for the games that are barely a horror game, you know?
I bought Celeste, which is a side-scroller, which you'll probably hate. I also bought Blade of Fury, another side-scroller. Still Not Dead, which is kind of a scary game. Little Nightmares, which is fucking terrifying. I watched one of my friends play it, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And it was just kind of this weird-ass fucking game. And then I also bought The Messenger.
Oh, The Messenger looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love 2D side-scrolling games, but it does look cool.
Yeah, I just went ham on the side-scrollers this week because I've been getting into it again.
That's your guilty pleasure.
Mm-hmm. So what did you play?
Well, I played Outer Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what it is not?
Fallout?
It's not Fallout.
Mm-mm.
Not in a big way.
Mm-mm.
Both in terms of what it is, what it physically contains. It's not open worldy. And I would say the quality is lower for my money.
I mean, you got it through the Game Pass. I felt like the characters took a long time to kind of develop.
Okay, full disclosure, I have not played that much. Those are two way different things.
Did you ever finish the first area?
No, I'm still in the first area.
Okay.
So
Like that chick that you get, Parvati, I think her name is. I fucking absolutely fell in love with her and her character. She's like really quirky and kind of adorable and ditzy, and like she's just my fucking jam. So I don't know. I'm very partial towards her, and then I find out that she's like has a love interest in the game, and I'm like, God damn it, you're my girlfriend. No.
Jesus Christ.
So I get really like, I feel like I was playing it and I realized it was Dragon Age for me all over again, and then I realized how much more this game felt like Dragon Age versus a Fallout game.
Can you give your companions like little gifts to make them like you?
I don't think so, but you could definitely have interactions, and there's companion quests, which I thought was like cool because there's like more focus on it, and like you slowly start doing all the different quests for them, and like they bump heads with the other characters and stuff, and it's kind of almost like Mass Effect 2 in that sense.
I love Mass Effect 2. If you want to like get my attention on something, just call it Mass Effect 2. Like, yep. Mm-hmm. Outer Worlds, you say. Mass Effect. But then I'll play it, and I'm like, fuck you. There's nothing like that.
That's Dragon Age for me.
So I barely just picked up Poverty, or whatever her name is.
Parvati, I think?
Yeah, I've been calling her Poverty.
Wow.
She does come from like a poor family, right?
I mean, yeah, her dad like died and all this other shit, so she's all alone, and I just call her my girlfriend.
She just doesn't know about it.
She just doesn't know about it, that I'm like secretly
just like at the bar,
her.
you're like, that's my girlfriend over there. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Can I meet her? No.
No, don't talk to her. Don't look at her.
Yeah, she's for me.
I'll fucking cut you.
What kind of build are you going in Outer Worlds?
I always usually go smarts in games like that, where you can like talk your way out of stuff, because that's kind of even the characters that I like to play in Dungeons and Dragons. Like I like to play a bard or some kind of like diplomat character where I talk my way out rather than smash face.
Smash face.
Smash face.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a game like this and not maxed my speech out.
It's so much more fun, and then you end up finding more conversations that way with having somebody. But there's a rumor that you can make like a Forrest Gump character where he's dumber than a bag of rocks, and there's some really funny things that you can say.
Oh, because like you can't comprehend what you're talking about or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
That sounds interesting. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I think once I'm done with this playthrough, I'll probably do another playthrough and do the dummy playthrough.
I can't believe you're already thinking about playing it over. How much have you played?
I don't know how far it is. Like, I've already had one friend that like started playing after me, and he's already beat it. So I don't know how much far I have or further I have. So, but yeah.
Okay.
I want to say half.
I'm finding it profoundly difficult to motivate myself to play it.
Just put on some Sting and just like, or you can find a Fallout playlist on Spotify or some shit. Put that on and then just like go ham.
That's true. The music does suck.
There's no music, and that's probably my biggest complaint. There's no music, and the fact that it's not a real open world kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. So what happens when you leave the first area? Is it just like a new area where like, oh, a bunch of quests here now? Or can you choose where to go?
You could kind of choose where you go, but you're like, you should go to one area, and then that unlocks more areas. Basically, you go to like the ship and stuff, and you start doing quests there, and then they're like, okay, it's time to go to Monarch and all this other stuff. And you could do like a couple little side quests. Like I ran into... I started doing Monarch stuff, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm bored. And I went to do one of my other side quests, and I found Captain Iolin, some shit like that. I don't know. He looked like fucking Kurt Russell, and I started screaming so loud. And I'm like, oh my god, it's my fucking childhood crush, Kurt goddamn Russell. And I'm arguing with Joshua. I'm like, Joshua, he looks like fucking Kurt Russell, doesn't he? He's like, his hair's too short. And then I found a picture of Kurt Russell with really short hair, and I posted it on Twitter. And I'm like, look, it's my fucking childhood crush in goddamn Outer Worlds.
I'll say I didn't think it was that striking. Like, I can see the comparison when you put it side by side, but there's no chance I would have thought of that when I saw him in game.
Maybe I've just looked at Kurt Russell's face a lot more.
You're just like, yeah. Did you have him like above your bed or something?
I fucking wish. I wasn't like that kind of. I was an awkward nerd. I didn't talk about my feelings.
Oh, yeah.
I just shoved my face into a book, and then I would write little hearts, and then fucking whoever I liked in the heart.
So, lots of Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Kurt Russell and Harrison Ford.
Damn, those are some choice fucking, expensive taste, girl.
What? They were like my fucking celebrity crushes growing up. Like Han Solo, hello.
Pick some B tier celebrities, will you?
Like who?
I don't know, but those guys are so unattainable. Like, get somebody that's like, like did a little TV show and hasn't really gotten much else. Find somebody that could, maybe if you ran into them, you know. Harrison Ford, it's not happening.
No, it's not happening.
Especially now. God, that guy's old as fuck.
Yeah. That's true. Okay.
Okay, so other shit I played. I restarted BioShock Infinite.
Ooh.
Have you played it?
I have played it.
What do you think about it?
Have you not played it before?
Oh, I have.
Can we do spoilers?
It's
spoilers, babies.
Yeah, let's do a little turn off your earbuds or fast forward like 5 minutes or whatever. And then let's spoil this bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
7 years later.
7 years later. If you haven't gotten your fucking shit together, guys, come on. No. I loved the gameplay. My biggest complaints, there was only a few choices that you made that affected the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the choices, like, they didn't, or like the few choices that you got, they didn't do anything. Like, you still got the same ending.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, why the fuck even bother? And then the ending happens, and it happens so fast that I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I had to literally restart, replay it just so I could see it again. And I was like so pissed.
Wait, you restarted the whole game?
No, I restarted like from my last save.
That fight. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Just because I was like so fucking frustrated. I was like, what the fuck? So I was really mad at it for a while. I mean, it's grown on me, but I don't know. The first one, the first one is just so magical and fucking amazing to me that BioShock Infinite, I know they were like working on it in tandem with the first one. So like there's
like the story building, yeah.
So they were like both being developed at the same time. But for whatever reason, Infinite had a hard time being like finished or whatever. And that's why we got BioShock 2 was this little, hey, we're panicking. Here's like something. Blah.
So I'll say this, all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
To come to BioShock 2's aid or defense, I think it's the best gameplay in the series.
BioShock 2?
Yes.
Really?
By a bunch, yeah. I think that the gameplay in BioShock 1 is ass fuckery that sucks a bunch of dick.
Maybe I need to play the second one again. It's been a really long time. I play the first one at least once a year.
You can cast and shoot at the same time.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, I guess I was just so like...
Just being a big daddy, like having all these options and there's traps and stuff. I had a ton of fun setting up those fights.
I'm definitely going to have to play the second one again because it's been a really long time. I just hated how linear the second one was. compared to the
yeah,
first.
just prepare to roll your eyes at the story and everything that's happening. But yeah, I would rank them. BioShock Infinite's my favorite, then 1, then 2.
Okay, why is BioShock Infinite your favorite?
It's so fucking playable. Like the combat's really good in that too.
Mm-hmm.
In BioShock Infinite, there's only a couple parts where the combat can just like jump off a cliff. Like I'm sure you remember the Lady Comstock fight.
Yep.
The ghosty, yeah, that was fucking bullshit.
Yep.
The first fight with the handyman is pretty bullshit. Where he like leaps at you. There's like no way to go away from him. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But so in BioShock 1, everything is creepy. Like it's your first time through like a story like this, and when you get to the big reveal of you haven't been in charge of your actions this whole time, that's very mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
There's still like 4 hours of game, and it's terrible. There's a fucking fetch quest where you have to fetch like pieces of a fucking whatever the fuck it's called, and bring it to. God damn it, I don't remember the character names.
The botanist.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You have to like collect 5 pieces of this thing, and this is after. This is like they did the big crescendo, and now it's like.
It's like the ending.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Especially coming off that high. Like it only feels so bad because it was just so good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that really soured my experience of that game. And I never felt like that with Infinite. And I think that the reveal is real cool that you're Comstock.
Mm-hmm. At the very fucking end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's little stuff along the way, like who's this girl you're getting? Oh my God, she's like the daughter of Comstock, but we don't really know what that means. Like, why does that matter? There's just like a bunch of moving pieces, and I thought they pulled it together pretty well. The end is a little wishy-washy, like it's kind of like it's kind of up in the air, but I mean, how else are you gonna end a fucking multiverse story? You know?
Yeah.
It's got to have some sort of shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think one of my biggest complaints was like they talk about the Virgos, I think they're called, or the energy, the plasmas. And the plasmas in the first one.
Oh, vigors.
The vigors.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. Vigors. So they talk about the vigors and stuff like that, but nobody has any powers. Like, not very many characters that you come across are using them. And I thought that was really weird, where in, like, BioShock 1, you would have these different guys, or, like, the bomb guys and stuff like that. They didn't have nearly as many as you did, but that's because you had more access to Adam. And, like, the Atom made you slowly more and more insane, just like the rest of the splicers.
I took the fact... I noticed that during this playthrough especially, and I think that it's because... the like, suspension of disbelief that I've built for myself, it's not really negotiated in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was thinking for myself was... it's just expensive, because if you go to the Vigor upgrades, they're so much fucking money, and random citizens and shit can't just like go kill somebody with one and then drink the bottle like you do. So like there's limited access to it still.
I didn't see it that way, but like if you're living up in the fucking clouds, you think you would have a little bit of money. Especially since there's like a whole
there's poor districts of like it's the same inequality like exists, even fucking more so up there.
Yeah, well, like the crazy whole thing with like the fucking slaves and shit like that, and like
they beat you.
Yeah, the blatant racism
over the head with the racism. It's honestly hard to look at. It's hard.
I know, but
and I get it. Like they're portraying like historical things that happen, but it's like. It's difficult.
It's very difficult, but like it's something that sometimes people kind of need to see every once in a while. But like,
yeah, I'm glad it's there.
Yeah,
I am. But just like on a personal note, I was like, holy shit. I didn't even remember that it was this heavy-handed.
Oh, yeah, no. Every time I play that beginning, it's just like, fuck, I hate this so much.
I will say I love the beginning because it's so hauntingly fucking beautiful because it's like it's a bright fucking game. First of all, I love the contrast between the first game and this game because it's like so bright. And the like creepy hymns in the beginning just like as a former Christian really speak to me in a creepy way that I really like. As soon as I saw Far Cry 5, I was like, I have to fucking play that game because it's just like that. Because I've been near it, I can see how easily it could go wrong, and it just fascinates the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I tout BioShock Infinite is one of the coolest openings to a game, I think.
I'm trying to think of any like crazy openings besides that one where you go in and you just start shooting a bunch of people.
Which one was that?
Fuck, I forgot what that game is. It like ended up getting like removed because it was just like you're like a terrorist group and you just go in and you fucking just start unleashing on civilians.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's fucking hardcore.
Sounds like No Russian.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Fuck, I don't remember. Anyway.
You remember that, right? Modern Warfare 2?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. BioShock Infinite. It's real good. It's helped me realize something, and this ties into the last game I'll talk about, which, by the way, we burned way more time for games than I thought we would. We haven't even talked about your games yet, other than Outer Worlds. Sorry. One more game. And BioShock Infinite and this game helped me realize this about myself. I think that I'm going to start playing games on easy. I think I am ready to mostly do that. Because, I love attacking my backlog. I just want to see as much shit as I possibly can, you know? I want to experience as many games as I can. And yeah, maybe it's not the way it's meant to be played or whatever, but I just want to see the shit in it. Because the stuff that gets me fucking going is like, I played Risen 2, which most people have probably not played. Nope. The Risen series is like, I think it's a like little German studio that makes these, or some European studio. And this is like all they make, and it's like this game. They made Elex, they made Gothic, they make all those games, and they feel samey, but there's just gems in there, like the world building in Elex. I like fucking the sci-fi shit, the kind of like frontiersman shit where they're just using bows and shit, mixed with like jetpacks and magic and stuff. It's cool. It was a neat concept that you don't see everywhere. In Risen 2, I hated the gameplay so badly, but we were doing it for my old podcast, and we were doing like a game club thing where we all had to beat the same game, and we stuck with that one, although some of us cheated to get through it. But I came away with one character that I will never forget in my life. His name was Jafar. And he's just the coolest little fucking dude. He's this little gnome pirate dude that learned, so all his gnome buddies speak in really flimsy English that's like, kind of like, I wouldn't say they're Jar Jar Binks-esque, but they're silly characters like that barely speak English.
Right.
And this character learned how to speak English from pirates, so he's pretty good at it, but he mixes up some concepts, and he swears a shitload. So he'll just interrupt his own sentences with "fuck yes." He'll be like, "We go to the ship now, fuck yes." And I don't know. It's just I fucking love that character so much. So I'm glad I played it. Mm-hmm. And I want to continue to play shit like that. So I think I'm gonna start playing shit on easy if I want to.
Okay, you kind of convinced me. Outer Worlds is the first game that I've played on normal in a while.
As opposed to what?
Hard or hardcore.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
I usually play. I started Outer Worlds at hardcore or hard, and then for my stream, just so I didn't die a bunch and fucking want to kill myself, I switched it to normal.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
But,
so why do you what is that in you? Do you think that makes you want to do that?
I'm a competitive motherfucker.
Oh, see, I like competition, but it's not like in my bones for everything, you know?
I get that. Like, I'm one of those people, tell me that...
I'm not like,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not like race you to the car.
I'm not like that either, but like if somebody tells me I can't do something, then I'm going to do everything in my goddamn power to prove them wrong.
That gives them the power over you to make you do things, though.
Not always.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the final game that I played this week was Anachronics, which is early 2000s. I think they call it an epic sci-fi RPG. And it's surprising me already. I'm having some Jafar moments already. And I did not expect it. This is why I love playing these fucking games no one's ever heard of, because it's just got shit in it that no one else is gonna see. Like this fucking grumpy old Gandalf-looking dude yelling at people in battles. Like, goddamn. And it's playable as fuck. I really thought it was gonna be broken, and it's not broken, and I'm very happy about that.
Good. You did seem to be enjoying yourself on Monday when you were playing it, so.
Yeah. Yep. That's the feeling I'm gonna chase. I want me to be happy.
Yeah, you should.
Say yes to happiness. You know, you guys.
Anyway.
All right, you grouch. What'd you play this week?
I took a small break from Minecraft, which was interesting hiatus. I played a scary game called Moons of Madness. It's a Cthulhu-esque game. And as soon as I realized it was Cthulhu-esque, I like fucking ran and grabbed my Necronomicon and was like, this! And I was like fucking toting it around.
Cthulhu-esque, meaning meaning it's got like old god-like stuff in it, or
references to like H.P. Lovecraft's writings and stuff.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So like the old ones and stuff are rising, and like the dreamers are talking about the old ones or Cthulhu, and there's like other little references from like Dagon and a couple other of his books that I noticed, and it just like, because I'm such a huge H.P. Lovecraft nerd, it made me like all giddy and excited. So
that's awesome. Did you beat it?
I did beat it. I beat it on stream.
How long was it?
It was just under 6 hours.
Okay. Oh, that's like right in there. That's a good length.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
How did it was like a good? You just felt satisfied?
I felt pretty satisfied. There's 2 endings, and I was able to view both of them because like it's literally at the end that you make a choice, and so I got to kind of like see both endings. But there was points where once I realized it was Cthulhu-esque, that it wasn't as scary anymore. But there was still moments where it was just like, oh, fuck, shit. And I think I screamed way more than I anticipated.
Now, when you found out that it was that it was Cthulhu-esque, what do you mean it got less scary?
I mean, then, because I know a lot of the stuff from the books and the writings and stuff, so I expected certain events to unfold, and some of them did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You were ready for the tricks.
Yeah, some of the tricks were happening.
Okay.
So.
Did you play Call of Cthulhu?
I haven't played the new one, no. I played the old one, yeah.
Yeah, Dark Corners of the Earth or whatever.
I don't remember what it was called. I think I still actually... I have it on Steam because I rebought it or whatever.
I have not played that one. I want to, though. Is it good?
It's... If you like... Do you like Amnesia?
Yeah, oh, I love Amnesia.
Okay, you'll probably like that one. It's very old.
It's weird.
But...
My relationship with horror games is so strange because I mostly don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and then I'll play an Amnesia and I'm like, yeah, this is fucking good.
You might like Moons of
Madness. I don't know what it is.
Maybe. You might not. I don't know.
Is that Amnesia like?
Kinda, but also kinda not.
I liked the storytelling in Alien Isolation. I thought I was pretty satisfied by that. The gameplay I was like kind of bored by, but the world building and stuff, which is weird because I played Alien Isolation without ever having seen any of the movies. So that was a little weird. I was playing. I also did that for the game club thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking to my buddies about it. I was like, "Yo, like the this scene where you see this and I thought it was a I don't know how well you know alien lore, but you see what I thought was a naked alien with no armor on, but I guess it's called a builder or something like that. And I was like, it's really cool. And they're like, oh, that's a known thing in the universe. I was like, oh, it's my first experience with it. I didn't know what it was.
I can't believe you haven't seen those movies. They're so good.
Yeah, I've seen one of them, but I don't remember which one.
Aliens, probably the second one.
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember more than one Alien, but I don't know.
Alien, the first one is great. The second one you can definitely watch without seeing the first one. I wouldn't bother with the third, really. The fourth is kind of weird. Definitely weird.
Okay. I didn't mean to make this about my movie choices or non-choices.
It's fine. I'll judge you silently.
Did you play anything else?
Oh, yeah. I played the shit out of Dead Cells, and
Oh God, yeah.
I fucking love
yeah.
Dead
Let's
Cells.
talk some fucking Dead Cells.
Dude, it's such a good game, and I haven't played it in a hot minute, and I had a run restarted back in, like, July, and for whatever reason, I just felt the need to, like, really play it again, so I played it on Saturday, and I had so much fun, so I beat that run, started unlocking cells, and then, like, I'm like, well, I can go to the next level, which just makes it harder and harder and harder and stuff, but I don't know. It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
I think it would be super fun, maybe for like an extra life event or something like that. Get a bunch of people together and like race for a couple hours to see how much like progress you can make in that game.
Yeah, that might be kind of fun, actually.
I don't know how you would judge it, like maybe upgrades or something.
How many boss cells you get?
Yeah. I like that game a lot. As we've mentioned probably too many times, I don't love 2D games.
Mm-hmm.
Side scrollers in particular. But there's something about that game, and it started with Rogue Legacy. Did you play that?
I did not, actually.
So that's where my first experience with games of this ilk came from.
Mm-hmm.
And that I fell in love with the game. I played so much of that fucking game. I played it on an Xbox. I played it on PC. I played it on Vita. It was great. And then Dead Cells came out, and I have not played nearly as much, but the fucking gameplay in that is so effing smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can note a single like more fun thing to kill shit in like other than that. Like it just feels great.
It is a lot of fun, just like fucking destroying everything. It's just a good hack and slash, kind of almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the feedback on killing shit and using your abilities is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely good. But
Fantastic. Is that all you played?
That's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. Sounds freaking good. As I said, Halloween sale sucks a bunch of donkey doodah. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't pick anything up, but it is Halloween. We should probably say happy Halloween to people listening. This is our final chance to do so before the day actually passes.
Hi, happy Halloween, nerds.
Yeah, hi. 35 minutes into this. Hello.
Hello.
Happy Halloween. Hopefully you stuck around for this long. It's spooky how long we waited to say it.
Sure. Okay.
Sure. So the news was like nothing this week.
Mm-mm.
Let's just skip it and end early, shall we?
Wow.
I'm kidding.
There's a couple
I'm
little
kidding.
gems.
So usually when someone sends me an article that's like, oh, we found some stuff in the Steam API, extra files of blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, that'll be something at some point, like ignore. And then like the next day or two, I find that EA games are actually on fucking Steam now. And you had sent me this, and I blew it off.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
You did blow it off. I was like, hey, did you see this rumor? And you're like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's how you sounded too, in my head.
Yeah. I love that noise.
But yeah, no, EA and Steam decided to hold hands again. And with that, they added the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen, which comes out in like 2 weeks, November. Shit, I forgot what day already.
It's Fallen Order. by the way.
Oh, is it Fallen Order? I'm sorry. I thought it was
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen. Well, I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
It's the new Star Wars Jedi be fallen. I don't know.
Jedis be falling, yo.
It's the Jedi Tumbler.
They fucking get down, but they get up again. Because they're fucking Jedis or some shit. Anyway. But yeah, no, I kind of avoid EA games. And so even if it's a Star Wars game, like I have Star Wars Battlefront and I play that once in a blue moon with like a couple of my nerd friends. But now
that game is so pretty but so shallow.
Yeah. So it's like hard for me to like take an EA Star Wars game kind of seriously after that whole fucking shit show fiasco, but apparently this is EA's like last fucking warning from Disney that if they fuck this up again, that Disney's gonna pull like their contract with Star Wars with EA and potentially sell it to
Shouldn't it be over soon anyway?
I don't know.
I thought it was for 10 years. It feels like it's been 20.
I mean, it was with LucasArts, and then LucasArts got bought by EA. And since Disney now owns LucasArts, they kind of like still own the rights to it or some shit. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know Disney was super pissed.
I'm gonna try to do some quick research real quick.
That's fair.
This article says that EA is unhappy with the game license.
Oh.
2013. So we have 4 more years of this shit? Get the hell out of here. Am I dreaming up the 10-year thing? I don't see that listed anywhere, but I'm pretty fucking sure I remember that.
I thought they just had like a fucking
Yeah,
contract.
no, it's EA Star Wars license extends to 2023.
Oh, okay, so we have 3 more years.
Well, yeah, basically the end of this year, and then 3 more.
Potentially, yeah. But yeah, I think that's kind of exciting, especially since Steam just launched their multiplayer thing, which we still need to test out with games that just have like LAN capabilities and being able to connect to people via just Steam, which is...
Did you confirm that came out?
I'm pretty sure it came out on Tuesday, or that third... Wait, fuck. What day was it? I'm pretty sure it was last Tuesday.
Okay. Or Monday. Steam loves Mondays.
Steam does love Mondays. That's why they have Meltdown Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How do we even... I don't know. We can figure that out later. I would like to see how that feature works, and I would like it to work.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to help indie developers a whole bunch, not having to develop an online fucking bullshit thing.
Yeah, sure. Indie developers. But it's going to help me.
Why?
Play games.
With who?
Whoever I want.
What friends?
You, if I have to.
Aww.
No one else is online.
Okay, I guess I can play games with you or whatever.
We've never done that, have we?
No, we haven't played a single game together. We've just yelled at each other.
It's
while
like
we're
the thing
drunk.
that connects us, and we've never played a game.
We just usually get drunk and then we scream at each other about video games.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah,
that's a good time too.
It's a good time. Speaking of EA, Apex Legends did hit 70 million players, and now
RuneScape's got like 200 million. Shut up, EA. That's
200 million? Is that what you just fucking said?
Accounts created.
Oh. Isn't it free to create an account?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. How long has that game been around? It's been around for like 30 years? I don't know.
Since like 2001 or something.
Jesus,
yeah.
fuck. 20 years? Ugh, gross. Apex, but yeah, they hit 70 million players, which is pretty awesome. Good for them. I mean, I'm glad people are still loving that game and playing that game. It was kind of fun when I did play it. But now EA has decided to focus more on like online games and like online multiplayer games just because it yields them probably more money.
Yeah, it does. Which, I mean, every take I've seen on this is like, ugh, single player games are still alive and good. It's like, yeah, but not EA's games. I don't want to play EA single player games. They're fucking bad at it. They don't know how to do it. I'm fine with it. Let them fucking not do it anymore. I do not need EA single player games in my fucking life at all. They killed every studio I give a shit about. I'm fucking let them exist in their own online world. I don't need to be part of it, you know?
Yeah, like definitely they should focus on what they're good at, and if they're good at making online multiplayer games, then fucking do it. Like Apex Legends.
Let those fucking other developers get hired at a studio who really wants to make fucking actual good single player games, and let's EA just have their fucking money making machine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like they shouldn't be gobbling up and trying to like tap into a market that they're not necessarily equipped to handle.
I think it shows profound self-awareness that we have not seen from EA thus far.
I mean, it's a good thing, and them merging with Steam is a fucking smart move. Like Battlefield going to Steam, FIFA going to Steam, and Apex also going to Steam, and potentially a few other games, you know, like it's a smart move. And like with Steam adding more and more networks and like how big it fucking is, you can't like fight it. Like, what is it? How does the saying go? Fuck. If you can't beat them, join them?
Try again. Yeah.
Got it.
Fuck. That's not a saying. That's just a word, Bunny.
It's my saying, considering how much I say it on a daily basis. Somebody's like...
It's your comma.
Yeah, it's kind of my comma. I can't help it. I work in a kitchen. Like, we're monsters, and we swear at each other. One of my old chefs used to say, it's in the pinche fucking whatever. And pinche in Spanish means fucking. So he would literally say, it's in the fucking and then whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was the best.
That's the best. That's the best way to Dora a conversation, is to swear twice. Once in English and once in Spanish.
Learn all the languages you can in swearing so you could double swear at somebody.
Yeah. Shiza.
Shiza shit. What do you think about BlizzCon?
Shiza shit? Sorry, what'd you say? I was swearing in 2 languages.
I said, what do you think about BlizzCon? And you said Shiza shit, so it was perfect.
Here's the thing. All right? This is the most I've ever paid attention to Blizzard. Is during this flurry of terribleness that they're going through right now.
Shit show.
I don't care about most of their games. Like, I bought Overwatch. I played Heroes of the Storm for like 4 seconds, like everyone. I did get convinced to buy WoW Classic or sub to it, and that lasted for less than a month. I've given them some shots, you know? I bought Destiny 2 for fuck's sake. I like that game, but I don't want to fucking spend 6 hours in a goddamn raid.
Fair.
And the PvP does nothing for me. So I've been around it, but I've never really given a fuck about Blizzard as a company. It's just like, those were games that my friends were playing, so I was like, all right, you know, I'll give it a shot. I've never been attached to their games. So I don't pay attention to BlizzCon ever. But you bet your fucking ass I'm going to be paying attention to this one. Because first of all, it was hilarious watching the last one where they did not know how to take a bad announcement. Like, holy shit. They did not know how to recalibrate from that.
I mean, yeah, that guy literally became a legend.
Don't y'all own phones?
And that,
like, oh boy.
Oh my God. And that guy, he's like, is this like a belated April Fool's joke? He became a fucking legend.
Yeah. I feel Blizzard also kind of has no self-awareness. It's a similar to EA. Like, people don't hate them as much, but I see their PR as kind of similar. Like, they just keep making the wrong fucking decisions and going like, what the fuck is wrong with people? It's like, people aren't the problem, bro. That's not what it is. It seems like they should definitely know that they need to be real nice to people during this BlizzCon, because everyone thinks they're fucking all up in, you know, China's business, sucking on their dongs. So what do you think they have to do to earn goodwill back? Like, is it Diablo 4? Is that the only thing they have to do? Probably not, right? It's got to be more than that. Like, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Sorry to ask you like 14 questions. Only let you answer one. Do they need to mention the controversy, and do they need to apologize in any way?
I think they should. Do I think they will? No, I don't think they will. I think they're gonna.
Do you think they need to from a business perspective?
Yes. I think they should from a business perspective, just because, like, you know, they should say it was an overreaction. We're sorry. We made you lose faith in us. Please give us a chance.
I think if I were running Blizzard, which is never going to happen because I've never run a company before, and I would drive it into the ground. But I'm still going to inject myself in here because it's fun, you know? I would have a meeting with my Chinese overlords or whatever they're afraid of. Be like, look, this is how bad we look. Make as best as I can, make them understand. Look, this looks real bad. I'm gonna need to say this, and what we're gonna do is hire back the people we fired, bring them on stage, and be like, we fucked up, and here's like have a little party. Be like, we're not gonna treat you this way. Like, we learned this lesson. Just save the most face you possibly can.
Exactly. Like, hire back the announcers. Have them come to BlizzCon and fucking do announcements there and shit like that. And, like, but I don't think they will. And I think it's going to be a huge elephant in the room. People are saying they're going to
I don't think they will either, because both of those things are really hard to do. First of all, going to China and telling them that we need to sort of say we fucked up by not speaking out. Well, not speaking out, but sort of just like letting people have a platform on our stream, because I still think that's like a weird it's a weird business to be in, but there's so much bad PR around it, you can't really even swim against that anymore.
Exactly.
So they just need to suck it up and fucking play to the crowd, you know?
Yeah, if they want to potentially have people have faith in the company again, yeah.
Yeah, I think either way they'll be fine, but this would start out whatever I don't know how they measure their years, but if this is like looking forward to the next year, this would start them off on a fucking great note.
Yeah. So, like, the rumor is the day after BlizzCon or the day of BlizzCon, I can't remember, Diablo 4 is going to be announced and be able to be played at that time. So it'll be available potentially for download after BlizzCon. These are just rumors, by the way. They're going to talk about Overwatch 2, and there's been more and more stuff coming out about that. So I'm probably guaranteeing that they're going to talk about Overwatch 2. When is it going to be available? Not sure. Diablo Immortal. Ugh.
I feel like Overwatch 2, it's like too soon.
That's what I thought. It's like, why would you get rid of Overwatch and potentially like make everybody try to switch over?
Shouldn't a game like go through like some sort of revamp first? Like we're making like Overwatch, like Dota did this, where they did Reborn. Like it became a new game, but it was still the same game, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel like that's because this is games as a service, and that's basically what Blizzard's into now.
Yeah, unless they're like gonna have.
Why do we need a sequel? Like, what? It's not a story sequel. What do we need a second game for?
That's what I don't understand. Unless they're gonna have like completely different like style of gameplay or like completely different characters that you play. Why bother?
They're just
like, why would you make a second one? It's like, hey, it's fucking Mercy. She's still the fucking same, and all this other bullshit.
Right.
I'm already tracing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Diablo Immortal is still a fucking thing. The next WoW expansion will probably be talked about.
Of course it is. Why would it not be a thing? You think they're just gonna scrap it?
No, I mean, I don't know. Fucking phones.
Do you remember the screenshots that came out about that game, and then it just looked exactly like Diablo 3 on your phone?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's just Diablo 3." And then I don't remember where I read this. Maybe it wasn't official messaging from Blizzard, but it was like, "No, it's definitely a new game." And it's like, well, then it's using the same assets as your other game, and that's bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand like reusing assets and stuff like that. That's what Fallout 76 is. But
yeah, it's not a good thing though. I know
it's not necessarily a good thing.
Shouldn't be celebrated.
No, it shouldn't. But I understand like reusing them, but they should definitely be revamped at least. Or at least tweaked in ways, not exact fucking copies or replicas.
Yeah. Or call it Diablo 3 Mobile, if that's what we're doing, you know?
But
because, I mean, there's a place for that, too.
But, yeah, apparently it's supposed to be, like, its own story and something separate and different, so.
Oh.
But.
Yeah. Well, that game is mostly for China anyway, so.
I mean, they gotta please their overlord somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's Blizzard just trying to cover their buttholes and just like, hey, I'm sorry. Here, look at all this stuff. Please love us and give us your money. But we'll see.
Which some people do.
I didn't. I fucking uninstalled the launcher the other day.
Damn, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I should do that because all that ever happens is like there's an update for a game I never play and I get angry. Like, stop fucking downloading shit to my computer. And I could stop this so easily, but I like getting mad at it.
You're like, God damn it, Blizzard!
Yeah.
It's your moment to be mad in the week.
Speaking of Fallout 76, I have a note here among our shared show notes that just says Bethesda is a big bag of dicks.
I thought you might like that.
Do you want to expand on that?
Yeah. I actually installed 76 last week after.
Oh,
I know.
no.
I know. I'm so
No wonder you've been so
sad.
salty at my Todd bot.
I'm fucking so mad at Todd Bot. Don't fucking talk about him. Fuck you, Todd Bot, in your stupid Discord.
There's just for context for the listeners, there's a Discord bot that is called Todd Bot, and it's like a Todd Howard bot that will respond to certain things like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and he actually responds to Outer Worlds now. And yeah, he just has a bunch of funny commands. He just it's Todd Howard's face.
Yeah, he just does stupid Todd Howard emotes.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's deeper commands too. He'll link you the Fleetwood Mac like in a bathroom fucking video.
Really?
Have you seen that?
No, you'll have to show me later.
Oh God, we're doing that right after this fucking podcast because it's my favorite fucking Todd Howard meme in the world.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So you installed it, and what happened?
I didn't even get time to play it because then I started reading more about what Bethesda was doing. So they added the monthly subscription really late, and it's $13 a month or $100 a year.
You know what's fucked up?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
It's not the only company that does this.
Yep.
But there's a lot of companies who do this, where when they're converting their money, they keep the numbers the same. So $100 is £100, which is insane. That's insane.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's fucked.
So people in the UK are paying a shitload of fucking money.
They're paying way more than us.
I think it's $12 a month, right, for US?
Yeah.
And that equates to like almost $17 in pounds.
I didn't fucking know that.
Yep.
Holy shit. What the fuck, Bethesda? Like, I'm actually more pissed now. But, like, so they...
And this I was just watching somebody's stream who was, like, browsing through an article. So it could not be true. I've obviously not tried to purchase through...
UK.
European dollars or anything. But that is the information that I saw. And I was just like, holy shit, that sucks.
Jesus fuck. Okay. But, like, I understand games that are, like, a monthly subscription and then they go free-to-play, which makes way more sense. But free-to-play games that add a monthly subscription, like, what, a year later? Like, yeah. What the fuck? On top of that, the game is still buggy as fuck. It's not fully, like, developed. They keep promising all these little things like the NPCs to add more life to the actual fucking game.
Did that happen?
No, it got delayed until next fucking year.
Oh my god.
So on top of all of this, them asking for a monthly statement, also my fucking whatever they're called, they're gonna be way tall during this. I'm sorry. On top of that, they released a statement saying that they can no longer keep their microtransactions cosmetic. They're gonna add some.
They can no longer? What does that mean?
It means they'll have pay to win items in the game.
Yeah, but what do you mean can no longer? Is that the language they really use?
Yeah, that's the actual quote from their article.
What the fuck?
They can no longer keep it just cosmetic, adding more gameplay affecting games. And quote unquote, the reason why they're adding these is because that's what the gamers wanted. That's what they said.
Okay.
That's what they actually fucking said. Okay.
Which gamers? Specifically, point them out. We'll
apparently
club
people
them to
who
death
have
with a baby seal.
Oh shit. Why would you use the baby seal?
Because you have to know how much I mean it, you know? I'm sacrificing something I love to beat you to death.
Oh my god. Okay. But anyway, the main perk of that subscription was so people could get private worlds. And the thing that sucks is these private worlds aren't actually server-based like we were originally promised. Like, at the launch of the game, they were going to have private servers that you can rent through Bethesda. And then you were going to be able to adjust them how you wanted them. And the modded community went fucking crazy. They're like, oh my god, it's going to happen. We can make a modded Fallout game and, like, play modded Fallout with our friends. And it's not what we thought it was going to be. It's basically single-player Fallout or add one or two of your friends and play Fallout 76. You can't adjust the rates. You can't adjust the loot. You can't adjust anything. It's just a private game.
Wow.
It's stupid. It's literally the dumbest thing I've heard. And one of the things that, like, I kind of, like, dove into the Reddit community was talking about this. And they're like, if they don't give us servers, then the modded community is never going to happen. And I think the reason why they're not going to give private servers after all is because of the microtransactions. If you add pay-to-win features or, like, certain cosmetics, if you allow modded communities, then people could take those skins and stuff or those items and then add them to private worlds or private servers, and then the person doesn't have to pay for those.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's just kind of one of those things. That was like me taking my tinfoil hat and diving deep into the internet.
Oh, that's for sure. I'm 100% with you on this. I'm not like a conspiracy theory guy, but that's 100%. The writing's on the wall for that one.
Yeah, and like, but that's the thing that sucks about this is like not being able to have a modded community. Like, look at all of Bethesda's games. They've always relied heavily on the modded community to not only like create more content for their games and keep them playable for like fucking 10 years like Skyrim, but on top of that, they had stuff that would actually fix the game because Bethesda's a lazy motherfucker and they're okay with releasing this half-ass buggy bullshit because people will buy it like me, and then I'll just be like, I'll just find some mods eventually and fix it that way.
This is not the first time that they've fucked over the modding community either.
No.
The pay to play mods or pay to download mods or whatever they tried for, I think it was Skyrim first. And they tried again with Fallout 4. Failed miserably both times. It was a PR disaster.
Yep.
Why do people keep fucking buying these games? They're really good is the unfortunate problem. I mean, I don't know about 76. I didn't buy that game, but the single player shit I would still probably buy sight unseen.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It makes me genuinely angry at Bethesda. Like, I bought the $200 fucking power armor set. That was my Christmas armor. That was my Christmas and fucking birthday present.
Wow.
And so, like, I got that shitty sad bag, and then I never got my fucking canvas bag. And then they try to recall the helmets, and I'm like, no, you're not. You could take it from my dead cold fingers and stuff because I'm still trying to be a Bethesda fanboy. But at this point, it's just like,
I'm going to lick this lead paint until I die, motherfucker.
But it genuinely makes me like super fucking bummed that they're doing this to their fan base, and I don't know. It makes me really, really sad. Fuck you, Todd.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
You're my crush.
Your video game crush is dead.
You're breaking my heart.
I'll have to find somebody new. My video game crush was Cliffy B. Cliff Blazinski.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's the most irrelevant motherfucker now.
I mean, kind of right now, we obviously, the whole internet has a huge crush on Keanu Reeves and Cyberpunk.
Yeah, he's not really a developer, though, so
he's not a developer, you're right, but he is helping
Plus,
with the game.
Plenty of non-nerds have a crush on him. It doesn't feel like our thing, you know?
What? We can't have a crush because it's not nerdy enough?
Of course we can, but I wouldn't say he's my video game industry crush.
I guess that's true. I need to find a new video game crush. Guys, if you have any suggestions for video game developer crushes...
Leave them in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can always DM them to me.
I'm despite me naming 2 men, I'm interested in ladies too. I don't know. There's not that many. Like, I mean, I guess Amy Hennig. I like her shit, but EA fucking boned her to death. Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Oh no.
Phrasing.
We just found the podcast episode name.
God damn it. But yeah, as far as news this week was kind of slow. Other than like
it was slow.
The Bethesda, most of everything has been like Bethesda sucks big dick and shit like that.
I think if you're a game publisher, don't have a B in the beginning of your name is what we've discovered.
Bethesda, Blizzard, BA.
Yep. BA. Yep.
Yep. New name, BA.
As it should have. This episode began with Kanye West and ended with Todd Howard.
I'm still mad.
Me too. Bunny, thanks for being here this week.
Yeah, thanks for being awesome yourself, Portz.
Thanks for helping me fill the time, even though the news let us down. And thanks everybody for listening. It's over now. I mean, not now. Once I end this sentence, it'll be over. Right? That's how it works. That's how sentences work. That's how the end of the podcast works.
Sure.
This has been episode 4 of Ignore the Backlog. Bunny, where can people find you?
People can find me at Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram under the name EvilSpaceBunny. And like I said, please DM me or tweet at me fucking new developer crushes for me. I'm devastated right now.
We're dead serious about that.
Dead serious.
Dead serial. I'm TheRealPortz on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me in either of those places. DMs are open. Ladies.
Oh, God.
All right. Thanks, Bunny.
Thanks,
I'll see you and speak to everybody else next week.
Okay, bye. Happy Halloween.
Bye. Hell, Halloween's canceled.
Fuck you.
Fuck me. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck me.
Fuck your face.